twin brother and I graduated from college together, but my parents only paid for his tuition. He deserved it, and you didn't, they said. They came to our graduation with beaming smiles, but their faces turned ghostly white when my twin brother, Leo, was always the investment. I was just the extra. We graduated from the same university on the same day, but our paths to that stage couldn't have been more different. The morning of the ceremony, my parents were buzzing. My mom was fussing over Leo's tie, her eyes misty with pride. My dad was already holding his high-end DSLR, snapping photos of Leo holding his honors cords. I stood in the hallway, wearing a gown I bought secondhand from a senior last year. No one offered to help me with my cap. You guys ready? I asked, my voice flat. My father didn't even look up from his camera. We're taking the Lexus, Mark. There's only room for 3 with all the gear. You can take the bus, right? We'll meet you at the stadium. I wasn't surprised. This was the pattern. 4 years ago, when we both got our acceptance letters, they sat us down at the dinner table. They told Leo they'd covered his full tuition, housing, and a monthly allowance. Then they looked at me. We only have enough for one, my mother said. Not a hint of regret in her voice. Leo has more potential. He's the one who will carry the family name. He deserved it, and you didn't. You can always work at the warehouse and do trade school later. I didn't argue. I didn't cry. I just nodded. I worked 3 jobs. I slept 4 hours a night. I took out private loans that made my skin crawl. While Leo was out at frat parties with the allowance they gave him, I was scrubbing floors at 2 a.m. and studying for my engineering exams in the break room. During the graduation ceremony, I sat 3 rows behind Leo. I watched my parents in the front row, cheering like he'd just won a Nobel Prize. When his name was called for his marketing degree, when it was my turn, they barely clapped. They were too busy checking their phones, probably looking for a restaurant to celebrate Leo's big day. After the ceremony, the crowd spilled onto the lawn. My parents were draped over Leo, talking about the entry-level sales job. They had helped him land through a family friend. It's okay, Mark, my dad said, spotting me. Maybe Leo can put in a word for you at his new firm. They always need mailroom guys. Actually, I said, stepping closer, I wanted to introduce you to someone. A man in a sharp charcoal suit approached us. He looked like money. He looked like the kind of person my father had spent his whole life trying to impress. Mr. and Mrs. Vance, the man asked, extending a hand. I'm Julian Thorne, CEO of Ethelgard Tech. My father's jaw nearly hit the grass. Ethelgard was the top engineering firm in the state. Getting an internship there was a 1 in 1,000 shot. Oh, Mr. Thorne, my dad stammered, shaking his hand vigorously. What a coincidence. My son Leo just graduated. He's a natural leader. Exactly the kind of talent you need. I'm not here for Leo, Thorne interrupted, his voice like ice. He turned to me and put a hand on my shoulder. I'm here for Mark. I wanted to personally congratulate my newest senior project. Lead and the recipient of our $50,000 signing bonus. The silence that followed was deafening. My mother's smile didn't just fade, it disintegrated. Senior, lead, she whispered. But Mark worked at a cafe. He's just Mark. Mark didn't just work at a cafe, Thorne said, looking them dead in the eye. He spent the last 3 years winning every national robotics competition in the circuit. He's the reason our latest patent got approved. We've been paying his final year's tuition through a private merit grant because, frankly, we couldn't risk another firm poaching him. My father looked at my tattered gown, then at Thorne, then back at me. His face turned a sickly, ghostly white. You have $50,000? My dad asked, his voice cracking. Mark, why didn't you tell us? We've been struggling with a mortgage ever since we paid for Leo's. You told me I didn't deserve it, I said. My voice was calm, no anger, just a cold, hard truth. You told me Leo was the investment. Well, the investment just landed a $40K a year sales job. I leaned in closer to my father, loud enough for Leo to hear. I bought a condo in the city last week. I move in tomorrow. There's only 1 bedroom. Mark, honey, we're a family. My mom started reaching for my arm. Her eyes were already searching for a way to get a piece of the success they tried to starve out of me. I stepped back out of her reach. We were a family when I was 18, I said. Today we're just people who happened to go to the same graduation. I turned to Julian Thorne. Ready to go? I have a celebratory dinner to get to. Just me and the people who actually helped me get here. As I walked away, I didn't look back. I didn't need to. I could feel the weight of their son's silence pressing against my back. They wanted a return on their investment. Too bad they bet on the wrong twin.